What's good, YouTube? My name is Hector, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, sir. So today is Thursday, which means today is back to Powerhouse for a pull day. I'm excited because I'm gonna be able to hit my fully planned pull day mesocycle. If you don't remember what the pull day mesocycle plan that I made it was, here it is, so you guys can see what the plan is for today. So I'm definitely planning to hit deadlifts, so I'm bringing my belt with me. It's gonna be my first time hitting deadlifts in a few months. I'm excited but nervous, but I know I got it because that's usually my best lift. I love deadlifts, it's my favorite lift. So I was definitely supposed to hit pull day yesterday, Wednesday, but yesterday it was raining and cold. Like that random day of the week where the temperature dropped and the weather was ass. So my knee was not great. And on top of that, I did leave with time, but I stood outside for over an hour almost, waiting for the bus. I don't know what happened yesterday, but I got to the city so late that I only had enough time to get to work. So that's why I'm doing pull day today, but my knee is all right today. It's still ugly outside. It's supposed to rain later, so we'll see how that turns out. But I should be good to hit my rest of the workouts. I'm definitely gonna hit pull day today, definitely gonna hit leg day tomorrow, and then my upper day on Saturday. So I'll be missing out on the lower day, but that's all right because I'd rather do one leg day a week for right now until my knee gets acclimated to the consistent weather that's coming up soon. So we'll get there one day at a time. And the one thing I want to touch base on is me talking about summer shredding in the last video. I'm definitely committed to doing this. This is my number one goal, my number one personal goal for the near future is to participate in the transformation category in summer shredding of 2027. I don't think I could have done 2026. I could have probably pushed it a little bit harder, but if it wasn't for February, where it pretty much took away 2.5 months of progress, then I think I could have done 2026, but we live and we learn, and what's the most important thing is getting healthy the right way. So 2027 is gonna be on the docket. I want that to be my first bodybuilding show in the transformation category, so that way I could get that out of the way and then start working towards my ideal goal of classic physique after I get all the extra skin removed and all that kind of stuff. So it's a long journey I got planned for myself, but I'm excited. It is an exciting journey. I think I could really do it. I just got to set my mind to it and just take it one day at a time and not be my worst enemy when it comes to recovery. Because when I feel like I'm not doing enough, I beat myself up. But I know I could do more. I know that for sure. So I need to push myself, but push myself in the right way to make sure I'm progressing in recovery and not being my own worst enemy and everything of that such. So I got big plans, man, and I'm taking YouTube along with me and documenting everything, showing it's possible, man. So if you are with that ride, hit that subscribe button, man, and just join along this journey. We got a long way to go, and I want to take everybody with me, man. This ride is not just for me, it's to show it's capable. You're more than capable of doing whatever you want to do, setting your mind to it and everything, right? I need to get to the gym. The bus is about to pull up, so I'm about to get everything sorted out. So I'll see you over at Powerhouse for this pull day. Yes, sir. We is back, boy, and getting this pull day commenced with deadlifts. Like I said, I was so happy to see this deadlift platform open and available. It has been quite a minute since I have done deadlifts, so I played it pretty safe to make sure I didn't hurt myself. It didn't feel the greatest, I'm not gonna lie, when it came to the knee. I felt it once I went down to grab and prep for the lift. So I kind of played it pretty safe with the weight, but I wanted to make sure I had form pretty much still intact. So I had to force my hips down. So you can see in the lift right here, like I'll get up, I'll bring the weight up, and then I'm forcing my hips back down because it's uncomfortable with my knee to go down in that position. So I kind of break form the entire time. So I'm happy I didn't go past my ego, because even lifting this 265 here was quite light. But I wanted to increase the weight, but I pulled myself back saying, no, let's not listen to the ego and play it the safe way. So I'm glad I played the safe way, because even here I felt it wasn't the greatest on the feeling wise on my knee, but I was able to still move it pretty easily. The weight is not too heavy, but it's all about form. So I'll get it back. I'm going to be deadlifting more. It was great deadlifting again. It is my favorite movement, like I keep saying. It is the most taxing to your full body as well. Now it's all accessory work. Got the main compound movement done with, so now it's all about the accessories, all the surrounding muscles and the things to help my compound movement, which is deadlifts, increase by progressively overloading it. So T-bar rows, I've mentioned it before in another video. This machine, I really don't know who makes this machine. I keep forgetting the brand, but the way they distribute the weight, if you see the platform where the weight is being distributed, it's not in the center. So the weight distribution on this machine makes it feel so much more heavier than what it really is. So I stuck with the 20 pounds on each side because I really wanted to control the movement on this workout, and then really accentuate the shoulder blades down when I'm deloading the movement, and then really squeezing that mid trap area and getting that full contraction. So lowering the weights definitely allowed me to be more effective on that movement. Now we have the isolateral lat pull down over here. I love this machine. I've mentioned it in another video as well. Going towards the side like I am here, I'm leaning a little bit more on the side than I am flat on the pad, because that allows me to fully stretch the lat out on the top end, and then I'll still be able to sink into that pocket when I'm contracting the muscle and really engaging that lat in this workout. So I really do love this movement. It does take quite some time. If I'm not mistaken, this one set took like 2 minutes in total. So it is a long time to finish one set, and then you only have about 60 seconds to rest. So it is quite the taxing workout, and a time-consuming workout, but it is all worth it at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, you know, pulling these type of workouts is going to make the biggest difference when it comes to your lats and your shape of your lats, and when you're doing your lat spread and all that kind of stuff, which I'm so excited for. I cannot wait to really start getting into the progress and really cutting into this weight, so that way all the muscles that I've been building these last few years really start showing itself. I'm so excited this last remaining of the year, because it's already mid-May, which is insane. This last remaining half of the year, I'm definitely going to be cutting into the weight. I'm going to stay around my same macros that I've lined up for myself, so that way all these movements and all these workouts that I'm doing is going to start showing the progression and the results that I've been grinding for. Especially, you know, movements like this where it takes so long, it does gas you out. And when you're on reduced calories like I am right now, that energy is like gold, man. Like, I need more energy, but I just don't have any energy, and I can't eat anything because I'm on such a strict macro count. This is such a life, you know, but it's all discipline, Well, we're done with that. Now we're heading to the wide grip cable rows. I love these for the mid back, just getting that full contraction on the mid point of your back, all traps, all mid back, really pushing your elbows through that pocket and really engaging it, keeping the cable low. That's going to really give you the most engagement in this movement. I hear a lot of times people say they don't feel this workout or whatever the case may be, and it's really just the form on how you're doing it. You have to really engage your lat and really fully stretch it out, and also stop kicking with your feet to drive momentum. There's a lot of different cues to make sure you're doing this workout right. So it is a form affected movement. If you don't have proper form, you're not going to do it right. You're not going to feel it and all that kind of stuff. Last workout, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it is the last workout for the back, is your real delts on the machine. You know, self-explanatory. Just fully engage the rear delts. I don't grip the handles anymore. I want to just strictly drive the weight with my rear delts instead of using my forearms or anything of such. And when you grip the handles, you tend to use your forearms more. I'm really trying to isolate the rear delts, so I stopped gripping the actual handles, and that actually makes it much harder, which is crazy to think about. But, you know, it's all about my muscle connection at the end of the day. But I did hit these. These are that's it with back, finished back. We are over it. And now we are going to biceps. Again, you don't have to hit too many movements when it comes to biceps, since the bicep head is not a big muscle group. It's only really two main components to your muscle for your bicep. So, you know, getting a good curling action here with the preacher curls, really controlling the descent, really controlling the movement overall. It's very important to control this movement because you don't want a bicep tear either. If you're just swinging the weight around and not really contracting and controlling the weight, you know, you are opening yourself up for some real damage. So I have to make sure I'm fully contracting and controlling the weight the entire time. And man, these things suck sometimes. Like, I think I have 85 on this, if I'm not mistaken. And when you go up on weight, the burn sensation you get on these really tax your arms out, man. But I always finish biceps with hammer curls, whether it be with the cable or the dumbbells. Today I went with the dumbbells. Very taxing workout. I did 35s in this one, but I ended with 40. It is quite heavy. You know, I just wanted to make sure I contracted in the bicep head. I reduced the swinging as much as possible. Once you get into heavier weights, it's kind of hard to not reduce, or it's kind of hard to reduce the swinging because it is quite heavy to do hammer curls. But I'm happy I got a good form when it comes to my hammer curls, and I'm happy I was able to get this full set in, even with the heavier weights. So that's pretty much it, man. Just keep grinding it. I keep grinding it. The pull days are one of my favorite days. I love hitting back and buys. Definitely back. I love hitting back, especially when it comes to deadlifts and back rows. I love barbell back rows. But we finished the workout. I'm heading home. Probably gonna knock out once I get home. Well, I already know I'm gonna knock out when I get home. So I'll see you on the other side of this. Yes, sir. And that's it for my pull day. It is the next day, obviously, but I got home pretty late and I was exhausted. These PM shifts are kicking my ass, and you'll see that in the next couple of videos why it's kicking my ass, because I am currently struggling, but it is what it is. We're almost done with it, hopefully. But pull day, it was a great day. I was happy I got deadlifts in. I stuck around the, what is it? 275, 265, 265, right? I'm not doing math right now. It's too early-ish for me. But I stuck around that weight. I didn't want to push it any further because when I did the deadlifts, it is a full body compound movement. So I am using my legs, and when I drive the initial power to start the movement through my leg, I feel it all in my knee. So it felt quite uncomfortable for my knee currently. So that's why I didn't want to push the weight too hard. It wasn't heavy at all, but it didn't feel good. It felt okay. It didn't feel like it was terrible. It felt okay, but it didn't feel good enough to go past the 255-pound plate on each side and all that. So it is what it is. We'll keep moving around that weight the next few weeks and see if I could push it past that. It's all about the name of the game of health first, then we increase weight. But once I get the knee situated, we're definitely going for PRs, man. I'm dying, I'm itching to get some PRs in, man. But other than that, every accessory movement was pretty smooth. It felt great. I had no issues. I love hitting biceps. It is very simple. You don't have to do too many different movements to hit your biceps. You only really got to do 2 different movements, one to hit each side of the bicep head. And that's really it. It's not the biggest muscle, but it's one of the most rewarding. So I definitely enjoyed hitting the biceps today. It felt great. All preacher curl movements were great. The hammer curl movements were great. So we keep building from here. So I will reevaluate this upcoming week and then see what numbers I gotta hit for next week to keep doing progressive overload on the targeted muscles and everything of the such. But other than that, there ain't really not much else to talk about. I'm just showing that it is possible day by day, just setting your mind to it and not allowing outside things to affect your progress in your goals and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want to follow along this journey. We are a long way from the finish line, and I'm happy with that. I'm content with that because I have a long way to go. I have a lot of growing to do. I have a lot of grinding to do and a lot of gains to get. So we got a long way to go. Hit that like button if you like the video. Shows me I'm doing a good job. Or drop a comment and drive some feedback into me, man. Positive, negative, whatever, constructive criticism, I'm all about it. I'm a sponge. I like to absorb and learn every day and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you guys. We are all gas, no brakes around here, and we are only on the way up. I'll see you on the next one. Yes, sir.